Long Branch is a beachside city in Monmouth County, New Jersey, United States. As of the 2010 United States Census, the city's population was 30,719, reflecting a decline of 621 from the 31,340 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 2,682 from the 28,658 counted in the 1990 census. Long Branch was formed on April 11, 1867, as the Long Branch Commission, from portions of Ocean Township. Long Branch was incorporated as a city by an act of the New Jersey Legislature on April 8, 1903, based on the results of a referendum, replacing the Long Branch Commission. History. Long Branch was a beach resort town in the late 18th century, named for its location along a branch of the South Shrewsbury River. In the 19th century it was a Hollywood of the East, where some of the greatest theatrical and other performers of the day gathered and performed. It was visited by Presidents Chester A. Arthur, James A. Garfield, Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Rutherford B. Hayes, William McKinley, and Woodrow Wilson. Seven Presidents Park, a park near the beach, is named in honor of their visits. The Church of the Presidents, where all seven worshipped, is the only structure left in Long Branch associated with them. President Garfield was brought to Long Branch in the hope that the fresh air and quiet might aid his recovery after being shot on July 2, 1881, an incident that left the assassin's bullet lodged in his spine. He died here on September 19, 1881, exactly 2 months before his 50th birthday. The Garfield Tea House, constructed from railroad ties that had been laid to carry Garfield's train, is in Elberon. The famous Long Branch Saloon of the American Old West, located in Dodge City, Kansas, was given its name by its first owner, William Harris, who had moved west from Long Branch, New Jersey, his hometown. Originally a resort town with a few hotels and large estates and many farms in the early 20th century, Long Branch grew in population. Italian, Irish and Jewish immigrants settled in during this period. By the 1950s, Long Branch, like many other towns, had developed new residential spots and housing to make room for the growing population. Many of the former farms of Long Branch were transformed into residential suburbs. Many of the estates and a few old historic resorts still remain. With the ascendancy of Hollywood in California as a film capital, Long Branch lost much of its activity as a theater spot. In addition, the opening of the Garden State Parkway in the mid-1950s allowed shore visitors to access points further south, which added to Long Branch's decline. The civil unrest of the 1960s caused riots in neighboring Asbury Park, and many fled the shore cities for the suburban towns west of the beach. Decades later, the older, more dilapidated parts of the resort town were condemned and redeveloped, in part by using eminent domain legislation. Long Branch still continues to be a popular resort area. Many people from New York City travel or settle into the area to escape the crowded city and enjoy Long Branch's beaches. The area also attracts some tourists from the Philadelphia area as well. Hurricane Sandy on October 29, 2012, Long Branch was one of many shore communities that were devastated by Hurricane Sandy. Although Sandy's winds were powerful, Long Branch's position between Long Beach Island and Seabright gave Long Branch a much larger wall of security because it could not be engulfed by surrounding waters. Despite this mainland advantage, there were still several instances of flooding in Long Branch during the storm. Many residents went without electricity for 9 to 15 days. The boardwalk was destroyed and the city plans to start rebuilding it in 2015 and finish by summer of 2016. It is the last boardwalk damaged by Sandy to be rebuilt, and is planned to match that of Pier Village. Geography. Long Branch takes its name from the Long Branch, or South Branch of the Shrewsbury River. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city had a total area of 6.283 square miles, including 5.274 square miles of land and 1.009 square miles of water. The city borders the Monmouth County communities of Deal, Monmouth Beach, Ocean Township, Shreveport and West Long Branch. Neighborhoods. There are several distinct neighborhoods and areas in the city of Long Branch, each with its own character. Unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the city include Brankport, East Long Branch, Elberon, Hollywood, Kensington Park, North Long Branch, Pleasure Bay and West End. Other areas include North End, Beachfront North and South, Downtown and Uptown. As the city's redevelopment initiatives continue to expand, the Lower Broadway area will become an arts district. In years past, Long Branch was a major destination for beachgoers, along with Asbury Park, and enjoyed an upscale connotation with tourists. Long Branch is home to 7 Presidents Oceanfront Park, named for the United States presidents who visited the fashionable resort town, including Ulysses S. Grant, Chester A. Arthur, Rutherford Hayes, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Woodrow Wilson and James Garfield. Long Branch is famous as the nation's first seaside resort waned in the years following World War II. The defining moment marking the end of this era occurred on June 8, 1987 when the largest fire in the history of the city destroyed the landmark amusement pier and adjoining Haunted Mansion, Kids World Amusement Park and other businesses. Planned development Broadway Center is a planned entertainment and commercial hub of Long Branch, as envisioned by the city government and Thompson Design Group, who created the master plan for the city. This complex is planned to offer retail shops, cafes, bars, restaurants and 2 performing arts theaters as well as 500 new residences sitting atop a 1,500-car parking garage. It will be designed by the architectural firms of Hellmuth, Abata and Casaubon. In June 2013, the city approved designation of the area around its train station as a transit village, which can bring incentives for revitalization and denser development. There are several mid-rise buildings lining the ocean front. In December 2013 another 12-story residential project was approved. Economy: portions of Long Branch are part of an urban enterprise zone. In addition to other benefits to encourage employment within the zone, shoppers can take advantage of a reduced 3.5% sales tax rate at eligible merchants. Demographics: Census 2010 At the 2010 United States Census, there were 30,719 people, 11,753 households, and 6,876 families residing in the city. The population density was 5,824.4 per square mile. There were 14,170 housing units at an average density of 2,686.7 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 65.30% white, 14.21% black or African American, 0.55% Native American, 2.13% Asian, 0.08% Pacific Islander, 13.24% from other races, and 4.49% from 2 or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 28.07% of the population. There were 11,753 households, of which 26.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 36.2% were married couples living together, 15.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 41.5% were non-families. 31.0% of all households were made up of individuals, and 9.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.60 and the average family size was 3.23. In the city, 21.7% of the population were under the age of 18, 12.2% from 18 to 24, 31.1% from 25 to 44, 23.8% from 45 to 64 and 11.3% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 33.8 years. For every 100 females there were 100.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 98.3 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey showed the median household income was $52,792 and the median family income was $56,778. Males had a median income of $36,404 versus $33,397 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $30,381. About 11.5% of families and 14.5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 26.7% of those under age 18 and 9.6% of those age 65 or over. Census 2000 as of the 2000 United States Census there were 31,340 people, 12,594 households, and 7,248 families residing in the city. The population density was 6,008.6 people per square mile. There were 13,983 housing units at an average density of 2,680.9 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 68.03% white, 18.66% African American, 0.36% Native American, 1.64% Asian, 0.05% Pacific Islander, 7.08% from other races, and 4.19% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 20.67% of the population. There were 12,594 households out of which 27.0% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 36.9% were married couples living together, 15.9% had a female householder with no husband present, and 42.4% were non-families. 34.1% of all households were made up of individuals and 10.5% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.47 and the average family size was 3.19. In the city the population was spread out with 23.8% under the age of 18, 10.2% from 18 to 24, 32.4% from 25 to 44, 20.8% from 45 to 64 and 12.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 35 years. For every 100 females there were 94.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 91.6 males. The median income for a household in the city was $38,651, and the median income for a family was $42,825. Males had a median income of $37,383 versus $27,026 for females. The per capita income for the city was $20,532. About 13.9% of families and 16.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 23.3% of those under age 18 and 13.3% of those age 65 or over. Government. Local government. The city of Long Branch is governed under the mayor-council form of municipal government under the Faulkner Act, enacted by direct petition as of July 1, 1966. The government consists of a mayor and a 5-member city council, whose members are elected at large in non-partisan elections to serve 4-year terms of office on a concurrent basis. As of 2015, the mayor of Long Branch is Adam Schneider. Members of the city council are Council President Michael Sirianni, Council Vice President Drive Mary Jane Selly, Joy Bastelli, Kate Billings and John Pallone. The terms of office of the mayor and all council members end on June 30, 2018, after they were all re-elected in the May 2014 municipal election. Councilman John Zambrano resigned from office following a July 20, 2006, federal court appearance at which he pleaded guilty to accepting a $1,000 bribe from an FBI informant. His seat was filled by Jacqueline Biddle, a leader in the Puerto Rican community, who served until the November 2006 general election. Federal, state and county representation. Long Branch is located in the 6th Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 11th State Legislative District. New Jersey's 6th Congressional District is represented by Frank Pallone. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. For the 2014 to 2015 session, The 11th District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Jennifer Beck and in the General Assembly by Mary Pat Angelini and Caroline Casagrande. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Guadagno. Monmouth County is governed by a board of chosen freeholders consisting of 5 members who are elected at large to serve 3-year terms of office on a staggered basis, with either 1 or 2 seats up for election each year as part of the November general election. At an annual reorganization meeting held in the beginning of January, the board selects one of its members to serve as director and another as deputy director. As of 2014, Monmouth County's freeholders are Freeholder Director Lillian G. Burry, Freeholder Deputy Director Gary J. Rich, Sr., Thomas A. Unknown, John P. Curley and Serena D. Marceau. Constitutional officers elected on a county-wide basis are County Clerk M. Claire French, Sheriff Sean Golden and Surrogate Rose Marie D. Peters. Politics equals, as of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 13,442 registered voters in Long Branch, of which 4,293 were registered as Democrats, 1,783 were registered as Republicans and 7,358 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 8 voters registered to other parties. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 64.5% of the vote, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 34.5%, and other candidates with 1.0%, among the 8,470 ballots cast by the city's 14,289 registered voters, for a turnout of 59.3%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 61.2% of the vote, ahead of Republican John McCain with 35.7% and other candidates with 1.0%, among the 10,090 ballots cast by the city's 14,433 registered voters, for a turnout of 69.9%. In the 2004 presidential election, Democrat John Kerry received 58.0% of the vote, polling Republican George W. Bush with 40.5% and other candidates with 0.7%, among the 9,870 ballots cast by the city's 14,563 registered voters, for a turnout percentage of 67.8%. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 57.4% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barbara Buono with 41.1%. and other candidates with 1.6%, among the 4,677 ballots cast by the city's 14,129 registered voters, for a turnout of 33.1%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Democrat John Corzine received 48.1% of the vote, ahead of Republican Chris Christie with 44.7%, Independent Chris Daggett with 5.7% and other candidates with 0.9%, among the 5,645 ballots cast by the city's 13,812 registered voters, yielding a 40.9% turnout. Education. Long Branch's public schools are operated by the Long Branch Public Schools, serving children in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. The district is one of 31 former Abbott districts statewide, which are now referred to as SDA districts based on the requirement for the state to cover all costs for school building and renovation projects in these districts under the supervision of the New Jersey Schools Development Authority. All Long Branch public schools are free, including the district's preschool programs which are full-day and accommodate children ages 3 to 5 years old. Long Branch schools offer free breakfast each morning for the students. In addition, Long Branch public schools provide free summer programs for most of the summer. As of the 2011 December school year, the district's 9 schools had an enrollment of 5,396 students and 505.5 classroom teachers, for a student-to-teacher ratio of 10.67 to 1. Schools in the district are Leonard W. Conrose School, Joseph Farina Early Childhood Learning Center, Morris Avenue School, Amerigo A. Anastasia School, George L. Catrombone Elementary School, Gregory School West End School, Long Branch Middle School, Long Branch High School and the Academy of Alternative Programs, an alternative education program. George L. Catrombone Elementary School was constructed at a total cost over $40 million for a facility that was designed to house 800 students in a facility covering 109,000 square feet, for which construction began in 2012. With the start of the 2014-15 school year, a realignment of the district closed West End School, converted Morris Avenue School for Early Childhood Use and proposed Audrey W. Clark School for Alternative Education. Seashore School is a private K-8 school, with class size limited to 16 students. Declining attendance led the Roman Catholic Diocese of Trenton to close the K-8 Holy Trinity School in June 2006. Transportation roads and highways. The city had a total of 89.49 miles of roadways, of which 80.10 miles were maintained by the municipality, 6.26 miles by Monmouth County and 3.13 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Route 36 and Route 71 pass through the city. Public transportation. Long Branch is connected to New York City and northern New Jersey via New Jersey Transit trains running on the North Jersey coastline. The Long Branch Station, located 3 blocks away from the beach, marks the end of electrified trackage, with passengers continuing south must change to diesel-powered trains. A second station is located at Elberon District just north of the borough of Deal. In the past there were stops in the West End neighborhood and on Broadway, but they were closed to reduce travel time to New York City. Local bus transportation is provided by New Jersey Transit on the 831 and 837 routes. Notable people. People who were born in, residents of, or otherwise closely associated with Long Branch include, Richard Anderson, best known for his role as Oscar Goldman, in both the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman TV series and subsequent TV movies. Clint Black, country music performer. Clara Bloodgood, stage actress. Marshawn Brooks, basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets. Frank Budd, wide receiver in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins, who once held the world record in the 100-yard dash. John Cannon, former defensive end who played 9 seasons for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rick Cerrone, former Yankee catcher who played for 8 Major League Baseball teams, and was part of the New York Yankees for 7 years. June Clark, jazz trumpeter who later managed boxer Sugar Ray Robinson. Paul Cohen, awarded the Fields Medal for developing forcing to show the independence of the continuum hypothesis and the axiom of choice in axiomatic set theory. Tom Constantin, musician, former keyboardist for the Grateful Dead. Bob Davis, former NFL quarterback whose career included 3 seasons with the New York Jets. David Dowielet, underwater photographer. Frederick Douglass, lived in Long Branch for a short period of time until his home burned down. Joan Field, concert violinist. James A. Garfield, President of the United States of America, died in Long Branch. David Garrison, actor most noted for playing Steve Roadies on Married with Children. Richard T. Gill, Harvard University economist who became an opera singer at midlife. Harry Ray, R&B vocalist who was a member of the groups The Moments, and Ray, Goodman, and Brown. Sonny Greer, jazz drummer, best known for his work with Duke Ellington. John Faucherard Grimke copyright, father of abolitionists Sarah Grimke copyright and Angelina Grimke copyright. Sarah Moore Grimke copyright, abolitionist and women's rights activist, briefly lived in Long Branch while caring for her father. Garrett Hobart, 24th Vice President of the United States, under William McKinley. Winslow Homer, stayed in Long Branch in 1869, while he produced paintings of Victorian women strolling the boardwalks. Jim Jeffcoat, professional football player for the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills from 1983 to 1997. Norman Mailer, novelist. Bobby Martin, jazz trumpeter who performed with Sam Woodings, Willie Lewis and Benny Carter. Sam Mills, NFL football player, attended Long Branch High School. Julian P. Mitchell, Ziegfeld Follies director. Frank Pallone, member of the United States House of Representatives since 1988, who served on the Long Branch City Council from 1982 to 1988. Dorothy Parker, writer and storied member of the Algonquin Round Table, was born on August 22, 1893, at 792 Ocean Avenue. The site is now a National Literary Landmark. Robert Pinsky, Poet Laureate of the United States from 1997 to 2000. Brian Pulido, founder of Chaos Comics and writer of comics books such as Lady Death, Evil Ernie and Purgatory. Richie Rosenberg, trombonist who performed with Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. Jason Ryan, pitcher who played 2 seasons for Minnesota Twins. Scott Cherneweary, a relief pitcher who played for the New York Mets, among other teams. Bruce Springsteen, born in Long Branch and raised in Freehold Borough, New Jersey, wrote Born to Run, Thunder Road, and Back Streets in a Cottage at 7 1/2 West End Court. Ivy Troutman, Broadway actress. Chase Untermeyer, United States Ambassador to Qatar. Phil Villapiano, former NFL linebacker who played in 4 Pro Bowls and was a part of the Oakland Raiders Super Bowl XI winning team. Earl Wilson, NFL and CFL player. Bernie Worrell, keyboardist and founding member of Parliament Funkadelic. In popular culture, the AXS TV reality series, Bikini Barbershop, is set in Long Branch, at Bikini Barbers located on Ocean Boulevard. In the HBO series, The Sopranos, Long Branch is the setting for Adriana La Cerva's nightclub, The Crazy Horse. In the episode The Blue Comet, the house in which Tony Soprano hides out towards the end of the series is near the beach in North Long Branch. See also, Long Branch Police Department. References. External links, City of Long Branch website, Long Branch Public Library and Children's Library, Long Branch Public Schools. Long Branch Public Schools is 2012 a Euro13 school report card from the New Jersey Department of Education. School data for the Long Branch Public Schools, National Center for Education Statistics, Seashore Schools website, Long Branch Chamber of Commerce, Broadway Center.